right, what's up, Billy? Hit that unmute. We're good to go, though. I got you this time.
All
There
right.
we are. We
Yes,
made it.
sir. Yes, sir. We made it.
Yeah. So we got it going, guys. If you're watching, appreciate you coming back. I closed the last one out. I'll probably delete that and just stick with this one, but we'll see what happens. No big deal. Glad we could get it working at least, man. I was a little worried.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we here now.
Yeah, we are here. Basically, we couldn't record it locally, which isn't a big deal, but man, the things you learn doing this over and over again, it's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Well, Billy, welcome to the show. I hope you're doing well, man. I know you're down
Yes,
in
sir.
Texas, right?
Yes, sir. It's a blessing to be here. Grateful to be here, and really looking to really get into it. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I am in Texas, out here in Houston right now. And yeah, just getting ready for the IFL.
You pretty excited for the season?
Yes, sir. I'm really looking going in to just really showcase that I'm more versatile than what people think. Just put a little bit more. I say perfection on my craft. That's all I can say. Perfecting my craft.
Understood. Yeah, I was hitting on your stats a little bit before trying to kill some time. I read your stats off and your height and your weight. So 6'2", 210, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So you're a big guy, man. You're as big as I am. I weigh a little more, of course, but you're as big as I am, dude. How fast are you? I mean, can you give me any kind of range on that?
Actually, I did run a laser 40 before I did come back to Texas. I clocked in 4.47. So
Woo wee!
yeah, 4.47. And it's crazy. I got a memory from my coach actually. Like today, this morning, I ran a 4.5 at the National Scouting Combine a year ago. So yeah,
So you've been working even in the off seasons. What that mean?
been grinding every day.
Work
Got to
out
show up.
daily.
Got to yes sir. Every day, got to wake up, show up, 1%.
That's awesome, dude. It's good to have you here, man. Thanks for coming on. Like I was saying, previous recording or previous try, the Gridiron Crew, they hooked me up with you. Got the invite from them. Great crew. So appreciate the Gridiron Crew for getting the interview going.
Yes sir.
And more
Shout out to
networking is
them.
always good. Yep. O'Collin and all the crew over there. Appreciate you guys.
Yes sir. Yes sir. Got to give them their flowers. They're great guys. Great group of people. Do their job every time.
Agreed. Let's start talking about you a little bit, man. Tell me more about yourself, just your background. I mean, what makes you you?
Yeah, well, grew up out here in Houston, over here, Sugarland, Richmond area. Went to Fort Bend Campbell High School. Been playing football all my life. Started playing around like 4 or 5, really. Most people wouldn't even know this, but I used to play on the O line, and I was scared of getting hit. And basically, one day I got hit hard enough to where it was time to start hitting people back. And then I wanted to carry that rock. I got the rock, started scoring touchdowns, and next thing you know, we here now. So it's been a blessing and a great journey so far. So I'm excited for what's to come right now.
That's awesome, man. How old are you?
I'm 24.
So you're
Yes, sir.
young, got a lot of years left ahead. Is what that means.
Yes, sir.
Were you a big back when you played? Were you a big guy back then as well?
Yes, sir. I was still big. It's
So what
always that.
what
I'm sorry.
grade was this?
I started off when I was very little, say going into like first, second grade, and then as I got to middle school and everything, it really elevated from there. Like being big, like being a big back. So like I always really was taller than my O line a little bit and stuff like that. Like I can see the safety, just like the quarterback and all that. So as far as that's going, it's just really been elevating. But now that I got up here, it's kind of different. A little 6'5", 6'7", 6'6". 300 pounds, little 270, 250, So it's
I
been
watched
blessed.
watched some of your highlights, man, and I could tell you put it on them. They don't tackle you easy. You make sure they got to work.
Oh yes, sir. Definitely can't let one person bring me down. I really try to make that a part of my game, miss tackles, and not only that, being able to really dominate. Like, and that's football really main theme. I feel we need to bring back domination in the game. Make sure you understand you moving a man across the line. You really pushing somebody back, and not only that, putting them in the dirt. So that's the plan. That's what we love the game. We love to move people around.
Agreed. I mean, just physical backs, man. Everybody loves to see that.
Yes, sir.
if you got to hit the knees to take him out, he's probably mean at some degree, no doubt.
And then also with that, coming from my knees, like I said, I'm a game changer. I'm not just a big back. You got to catch me too.
Agreed. I showed some of your highlights. Somebody said you look like a torpedo when I showed them earlier. And I would say that's accurate. You can see you're leading with the shoulders a little bit.
Yes, sir.
You stay low to your center of gravity. I mean,
Yes, sir.
good. I
You
had
know
some
what I'm saying?
comments here. I'm gonna read to you real quick. So DeMarcus said he'll be seeing you in Frisco.
I'm looking forward to it. We'll be there. We'll definitely be there for sure.
And KJ,
it's gonna be a great game.
That's one I want to watch for real. I hope I can make that, because I bet you're gonna have some people there for sure.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it for sure.
KJ said an H-Town sugar boy. Let's go.
Yes, sir. I always got show love to H-Town, So I appreciate that. Appreciate all that. That's a blessing.
And we got Overtime Underdog. Currently on the Underdogs watch list. So you're being watched is what he's saying.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. There's more to come too. Definitely looking forward to it.
Agreed, man. Your career is just getting started. Hopefully we'll be able to see you move up and knock some heads,
Man, I really want to bring back the dynamic of physical football really dominating. I'm a big Ravens fan. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. They really doing it. It's dominant football. Like, you got to show up all four phases of the game. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be there mentally, physically. Then not only that, you really got to stay in contact and play as a team. And most people haven't really watched per se. I'm gonna say that right now because I feel like everybody's giving an opinion off what they just seen on the Sundays, but they're not seeing behind the scenes. And as far as being on the field and everything, I feel like most football players can really relate to the way the Ravens are playing right now due to the fact the way they just grasp more together on the field and off the field. So I feel like that's a big thing. But I ain't gonna lie, this Sunday, I really think it's gonna be a great game. I think Pat Mahomes, people sleeping on him. I ain't gonna count him out. I ain't gonna lie. That's a champion right there. That's a champion at the end of the day, and people failing to realize that.
He is.
And I don't care what nobody say. Is you got to show up that day. It takes one game to really when you get them 4 quarters. That's all you got. So at the end of the day, I know it's gonna be a great game, but I hope people stop counting him out for real. So.
Well, the whole Taylor Swift thing really kind of pushed his fame to the side. It seems like that team used to be all Kelsey and Mahomes, and now it's Taylor and Kelsey is all you hear about typically, unfortunately.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, as far as that goes, that's stuff off the field that comes with that football. It's football is a game that brings everybody together. So, as much as it's kind of shined in the negative light, it's really good to see that the world is now watching football, and we actually got everybody to really support something positive. And with all the negative going on in the world, they can really just focus in on football. So it brings everybody together as well. So it's good with the bad.
Agreed. You get a lot more people watching this way, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
XFL Mike G said, sorry, I'm late. I had to make sure the Tulsa Oilers football had a live feed. So he's talking about the Facebook group, I believe. He shared it there.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're familiar, but a lot of what I started doing is from this Facebook groups and sharing the love out there. And that's kind of what got me my following and the crew our following. So that's what he was saying he was doing, making sure he shared it there.
Well, I appreciate that. And they're a great fan base already. I already felt some love from them signing and everything. So I'm really looking forward to putting on the show for them as well. All season.
I dropped that article that they did on you, just your history and telling more about you. I mean, it's a really good written piece. I was pretty impressed with their website and the way they're functioning in terms of socials. Looks good.
Yes, sir. Hey, they're a great organization. Shout out to the coach, though. Coach Marvin Jones. He's a good guy as well. You know what I'm saying? I got to give him his flowers as well. And the whole Oilers organization, they run a great tight ship over there.
Agreed. So I see some questions coming in, guys. I'm noting the questions. I'll definitely ask towards the end. We'll ask all your questions. I promise. We'll get to anything you wanna pick apart, because something you may ask, we may talk about anyway. So we'll see. So tell me, man, what's some of your previous playing experience and where had the biggest impact on your career so far?
As far as playing, just coming out of the draft class this year, signed with the Southwest Kansas Storm, playing in the CIF really opened the game up in a very great perspective as far as translating outdoor to indoor. and it really like made me understand in like every single movement, everything you really do matters. And playing with these guys, you know, you'd think, oh, it's indoor football, you know, but nah, it's real deal out there. There's real great competition, great guys, great organizations, great fans. It's amazing, honestly. And then like being able to really interact with the kids and showing them like, hey, like, you know, we pros, you know, we here, we support you, you know, and being able to ball out in front of them and like just continue your legacy and story, given that opportunity. So it's a blessing to play football. You know, I definitely don't take that for granted, but definitely in Dodge City, Kansas, I feel like I had the most impact as far as my career right now, and I'm very grateful for them. And you know, especially starting my career there and really how everything turned out, it's a big blessing. And yeah,
That's cool, man. It's crazy to think about. That was just a year ago, too. Correct?
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like really I graduated. I got my little master's in marketing, and then literally went to the combine. Next thing you know, got that call, showed up, did what I was gonna do because I know if you're a baller, they're gonna come find you. And next thing you know, we're here. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing, especially with the upcoming season with the IFL. Definitely, really looking to leave my impact for sure. So
I think you can do it, man. That's the place to do it. So this is from the CLF right here. What does that stand for, man? Tell me more about that before I play this video.
oh, the CIF is it was actually it's not the CIF no more. They actually disbanded the league, but that league was an indoor football league. We definitely played teams all around as well. This right here, this clip that you about to show, man, people don't really know. We was in a playoff game, and when I say like, as far as playoff games in my career, like growing up and like high school and then college, and then like really being in the atmosphere, in a pro atmosphere, when I say this is like probably one of the best games I've probably ever played in, and that goes for everybody on the field. When I say 100% was given in this game from everybody, like every play was a must watch, and I honestly am blessed to be in that position with the CIF because the CIF was no joke. The CIF was really competition wise, like you really had to be a pro. And most people think, once again, like indoor football is a joke, but no, you have to be a pro. You have to go
Yep.
out there and show up every day, just like everybody else you watch on Sundays. You have to go out there and train off the field when coach is not watching. You got to show up and do your work just as well.
Yeah. People think you just walk out in the field and you're a baller, and maybe some do, but if you want to be a great baller, you're gonna have to work. No way around
Yes,
it.
sir.
I'm gonna play this clip real quick.
Throw from the 15. Could he take off again? He's going to love it, and it is caught by Reagins for the touchdown. Billy Reagins. And the Storm are back in it.
You got one more clip on this, right? Or is this the only one? That's the only one. Yeah, so this is just a taste of what you did last year, and there's more on his Twitter guides if you want to check it out. I got it rolling at the bottom for everybody.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
In
Definitely
terms of,
a must watch. Definitely a must watch. You should go and check it out for sure.
were those games televised somewhere, or are they on YouTube?
Yes, sir. They were all on YouTube. And once again, like, trust me, the atmosphere. Watch the games. If you can go back and watch the games, and that CIF lead, I really hope they get their flowers, even though they disbanded the league. But the teams and people that I competed against, and the coaches and the organizations, everything was ran pretty well, very well as far as the indoor organization. And I really hope people stop sleeping on indoor football.
It's just a few bad ones that have made people not like it. You know, taking people's money, not paying them, whatever. You know, that's the only thing that's negative, and people just look for consistency. But I agree with you. I mean, there's a lot of skill going, and most, like I told you before we started, most of these guys I've talked to were like you. You know, they're the same capacity where they're trying to make it. They got a lot of skill, and the indoor leagues, they really give people that opportunity. So that's why I'm all about it. So what about your college experience? Tell me more about your most recent college experience and how that went.
Okay, well, I started off at Northern Colorado playing safety, linebacker, and running back. Ended up transferring back home. Went to Prairie View A&M for a semester. Ended up playing safety, but I finished out my career at Higher Payne. I went into Higher Payne. My really going in there to changing the program really coming from a D1, D3, they think I was high-headed and everything. But nah, I really went in there to just show that no matter what level you can ball, and I really went in there and put my work in. And being able to see that transition from D1 to D3, you think it'd be a big change, but honestly, no. I really feel like them D3 guys, some D3 schools can really come up there and, hey, look, it's not no pushover.
Yeah.
And I feel like that on all levels. I feel like D1, D2, D3, JUCO, if you balling at that level, you have an opportunity. And I know for everybody that's probably going to watch this for sure, I want you to know that you can really go out there and wherever you are, ball. Just really ball. Stay focused and ball. They will come find you. They will come find you. This is me telling you D3 second team all conference. Like, I'm second team all conference. I'm telling you right now. And I was in the conference of the ASC, which is one of the top D3 conferences in the nation, and I was blessed to play in that as well. So if you're a baller, they'll come find you. Stay focused. Keep faith. You got to keep going every day. You got to show up. You got to show up.
Show up, show out. That's what leaves that memory.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. Who's your role model? Your biggest role model?
My biggest role model? It's Kobe Bryant, man. Like, RIP Kobe, but Kobe had that mindset to where, like, if the lights on him and the pressure on him, he gonna show up. And I like the pressure. I'm not gonna run from it. I want the ball. I want to be that guy. I want to be the one you can just constantly rely on. Like, oh, you think that's hard? Oh, let me call him real quick. He'll show you. I like that. I like showing up. I like really performing and really giving the people a show, especially being good at it. That's the whole thing. I'm not out there to be good. I want to be one of the greats. I really want my name up there. I'm going to work for it regardless. I don't care who you put in front of me. They got to put the same equipment on just like I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's really who going to show up that day. And I know I'm going to put my money on me before anybody else. So definitely Kobe Bryant, man. Kobe Bryant was really, really one of my big influences, especially the way my mindset is. So, of course.
You're 24, but you don't hear that name as much as a role model or whatever for someone your age. That's more like my age group's role model. So it's really cool that you like him, man. No lie.
Kobe's my go for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie, basketball hasn't been the same. It hasn't to me, and it's because it's different when you got somebody just showing up here and there, but when somebody's showing up every day. I mean, if you don't show up one day, 80 could go on your head. You're gonna be looking crazy.
Yep.
And I like that. I like that when you get to where you want to be. Like me personally, when I get on the field, I want the defense to respect me. I want to be in the game plan. I want them to say, hey, if you slack one play, it's over with. You might as well go ahead and let him in the end zone. He gonna go there. And that's what I work for every day, 1%. And once again, I'm telling you, I'll put my money on me before anybody for sure.
That's the way to be, dude. You got to be. And you're very humble, too, is what I like from talking to you. Even our conversations on the phone, is much skill and the way you are. I was surprised by how humble you were, man. Very, very, very well spoken. You got a lot of money. So see that you definitely try to lead that definition outside of football as well.
Yes, sir. Of course. As being humble, at the end of the day, I want people to know that regardless of my football and stuff, I'm a good human at the end of the day. I'm a big pusher for positivity, and this brings a lot of people joy as well, as much as what I do on the field and off the field. And At the end of the day, it don't cost much to be a great human being and just really show love and push more positive. So that's what I strive for every day. I know every day I can really wake up and somehow, some way, just push something positive out in the world or really try to make somebody else's day, regardless of what's going on in my life or anything negative. I try to push something positive. I have to. Like, I personally want to be what Kobe was to me, to the other kids. I want to be able to inspire and really just put an image out there. Like, you can really be positive. You can really keep that mindset. Yeah, get a little dark, you know what I'm saying? But you still got to let your light shine. You still got to keep going.
Agreed.
And not only that, you really got to keep your faith. You got to keep your faith. You got to keep your faith. That's one thing that it gets dark. I know it gets dark, and I just know you got to keep going. You got to keep going and keep that faith and let that light shine, honestly, for real.
Yes, sir. Whether you're an athlete or a normal civilian person, just
Yes,
watching it doesn't matter. It's the same concept. Some people, you got to fight sometimes to get out of some darkness, but there is always light, no doubt. And I like that you said it doesn't cost much to be a great human. I like that. That's a good quote, man, because it don't cost anything to be a great human. You just got to put a little effort in, just a little bit of effort. Open the door for somebody. Have some manners. Be respectful whenever somebody pisses you off. These are all things that you can handle in your outside life that lead to greatness on other things as well.
Yes, sir. And it's the truth though. Like I just want to make it as simple as possible to where like everybody can understand everybody. Like I'm human, you human. You know, we all on the world. We all want it to be. We want to live our best lives. We want to make it a great place. So why not make it easier for you, and you gonna make it easier for me? And at that point, if we do it every day, to where it's just consistent, at that point we ain't looking at everything negative and spotlighting negative and broadcasting negative. Now we looking at negative like, hey man, don't do that. Like that's nobody ain't looking at that. We ain't finna give you attention for that.
Yep. You know, unless you're talking about somebody who, I don't know, is super famous on their own. I feel like a lot of athletes in general, they follow this as well. You know, they didn't get to where they are from being rude, disrespectful, and not taking care of business.
Yes,
so
sir.
I agree with all that 100%, dude.
Yes, sir.
So I had a couple questions I'm going to work through while we're here. And DeMarcus, I seen your question. I got another question I'm going to ask him, and I'll follow up with your question. Brahma Babe said, fun question. Any pregame rituals or things you do to get ready?
Honestly, I do have a special playlist that I use, and I eat a certain food. It's a fruit. I ain't gonna lie, like I don't really only eat cantaloupe. Like eat cantaloupe and drink. Yeah, I eat cantaloupe and drink my water. Sometimes if I'm feeling like, really if I say I'll throw a pickle in there. I'll throw a pickle in there here and there. But cantaloupe, I ain't gonna lie, that's my pregame snack.
It's got a lot of water in it, man. It keeps you hydrated.
Cantaloupe is like, oh man, that's the best. Also, I do like practice like a little like back springs, like tumbling. So like I do like bounce around. Like that's one thing I really got to do, and I really try to like show off for really my girl she dances and stuff. So like I try to do that as well. So.
Got you. So you can hit some flips and cartwheels and all that. So yeah, no wonder you're so elusive, man.
Yeah, been learning a lot, man. So it's a blessing as well.
So we're getting more questions coming in, guys. I'll get to your questions. I promise. Brahma Bay said, "Love it. Thank you."
No problem. Thanks for the question as well, and thank you for tuning in.
Agreed. XFL Mike G said, "Honeydew is the money melon." I don't eat much honeydew, but I've ate it a few times.
Nah, but he ain't lying. Honeydew is good as
All right, let's roll on. So let me ask you this. Describe a time when you powered through adversity and were successful.
I can honestly say I was at hard pain, and I didn't know I tore my ACL, but I played on a torn ACL.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I played on a torn ACL and scored 4 TDs. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hearing what my surgeon was saying before surgery, and I showed him actual footage of me running with the torn ACL. The way his eyes bulked up, I knew like that was something like, oh, like that's not normal at all. You really could have lost something out there, and really overcoming not playing football, I say honestly, like that rehab, that recovery, really not being able to help my brothers. I ain't gonna lie, like I'm really big on that. Like I really try to play my part on everything that I do. And like I say, having to show up for myself more than anything was definitely the definitely power through the adversity. And I say, as far as it being successful, when I touched the field like AP in under 9 months after my ACL. So
wow,
that's the crazy. I got all that on film as well. I got my whole rehab. Wow. I touched the field under 9 months.
So what year was this?
2019 going into 2020 when the COVID year hit. I came back literally for the COVID year, and had a great successful year. I got my film on that as well. I was a little bit bigger though. I was like 230, 228, just really a missile. Just a missile come through the hole. You got it's either you gonna see me or see you. I'm gonna run past you, or give you a move, or 9 times out of 10, after you see me a few times, you don't want to see me a full game because you heard what Marshawn said, it's cool to get hit in the face, people can take that, but if somebody hitting you in the face the whole game, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Those are the backs that you remember playing football for sure. It's a little different when they just take the hit and go down, but when they're bringing the heat every time, yeah, that's when your neck, your shoulders going to feel every bit of that mess, no doubt. So let me ask you this: what do you hope to accomplish in the IFL? What's your goals here?
As far as the IFL goes, before I do my personal goals, I definitely, as a team, I ain't gonna lie, I'm going for it all. I want that ring. I want the ring. I want to be in Vegas. We planning on being in Vegas, so I hope everybody in the NFL tunes in, pay attention. At the end of the day, I know we all play the same game, but I want y'all to know if you don't come with it, we coming with it. Straight up. I'm going ahead and send a message, stir it up a little bit. I need to hear some heat. Season coming up. I got Frisco out there. We're going to be there in March. We're going to be there ready to roll. So hope y'all ready to roll too. And we're going to be there and show up. So let's get to it. But I really want to go in there and showcase definitely my versatility once again, being able to just being a big back. I can catch, I can run, I can return, and I can hit. I can play defense if I need to. I also love special teams. Kickoff, keep your head on the swivel, and really want to push that first team. I want to push that first team all-pro IFL, and I honestly want to go in and win. I definitely want that offensive player of the year. And I know the quarterbacks and all that get it done up there, but I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to give you a run for your money. That's all I can say.
Got you. So with this, I mean, you don't care. Basically, you're taking this opportunity and you're going to do the best you can with it. I mean, best possible. You're taking it 100% serious, and it's time to work.
Yes, sir. It's time to. It's just a blessing. Once again, like at one point, most people in my shoes can't even do this. Like they don't even have this opportunity. And as much as it goes, as much as people think it's a little opportunity, it's still an opportunity, but it's not little to me. I feel like people are really genuinely coming to watch me and enjoy their time. So I'm gonna do what I do. Show up, give a good show, ball out, love the game of football. At the end of the day, keep it moving and show my game. I want to be a game changer, and this part of my story. So the IFL, I'm ready to show up and show out. Simple.
There we go. It don't have to get complicated. That's pretty that's pretty evident. You ready to go? There you go. We lost you for a second.
Okay, we good.
All right. So Brahma Bait said, "Love your confidence and positivity, man."
I appreciate it so much. I really just, like I said, I want to push that. I want to push that so much for the up and coming generations and everybody now. I feel like we just need all need a little positivity in our life right now, and I just want to start the trend. I guess really just keep it going. I want everybody to just be able to go out there and just show a little love. No matter what you're doing, just show a little love. Even if it's just saying, "Hey, how you doing? Make sure you have a great day." You ain't got to be nothing crazy. You ain't got to be in nobody's face. Just say, "Hope you have a blessed day." Something simple as that can keep somebody going. So I definitely just want to push that.
Understood, man. I look forward to it, dude. I know you're gonna be a good teammate, man. They're gonna be blessed to have you on the field for sure. DeMarcus asked, he said, "How transferable do you think the Arena League game is to higher level leagues?"
I honestly feel like in these organizations at the Arena Leagues, it's really a more of a mindset to where you really got to believe in yourself. Like you really got to go out there and understand, like you want to be outdoors, you want to be out there at the big lights and stuff, but you're under some lights right here. And as far as it goes, I definitely feel like anybody that's definitely in the IFL and these Arena Leagues can definitely make the transition over to these higher leagues. It's just going to make them hungry. It's going to make them realize, okay, I got so much more space, now let's really perfect the craft. Let's really get into it. Because these Arena Leagues are really, really a blessing as far as this goes, because everybody looks up to the NFL and everything. But I definitely know that for sure that everybody in the Arena League, the IFL, can definitely make that transition up there and give out great performances, not just be there, not just be a number. Go out there and ball out and really stand out. So,
yeah, you saw some IFL athletes did get picked up from last year, especially for the UFL. So we'll see how it plays out for final rosters. But
I got some big hopes for TJ Everett, the Frisco quarterback. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really pushing him. I really hope he goes up there and showcase it because a lot of people was like showcasing, talking about, oh, he just played in the IFL, that's nothing. And, you know, and I really hope he understands that, you know, he got that. He can do it. I hope he know people, everybody in the arena leagues, as much as, you know, we compete against each other, it's still an opportunity, and we all want each other to succeed. Like, it's a blessing to go back outdoors. It's a blessing to even keep playing arena. But as far as him moving up, yeah, man, I hope he know he got people rooting for him, straight up.
Yeah, I mean, man, I think he does, and you
Yeah.
can tell by how he handles himself on social media. Man, he's ready to play. He don't even care about talking. He's ready to go. That's what I like about him as well.
He gonna ball though.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. So let me see. We got some more questions. So Overtime Underdog said, "What do you plan to bring to the locker room in Tulsa? How do you balance being a young guy, taking in the new information, but also inspiring your teammates that may be more experienced?"
As far as going into the locker room and being the young guy, honestly, I definitely am coming to a team with some great returning guys as well. You know, I've been soaking in knowledge with them guys, and Tulsa Oilers has a great organization. They have a great team, honestly. And you go back and watch films, they really are not. They're not even missing really anything. Really, they just need that spark, and I definitely know I bring that spark to where, like, if it's time to show up and you need that game changer, I'm gonna provide every time. And as far as it going in, it's another level for me in a way, so where I can learn but perfect my craft at the same time. And as far as it goes, I've already, you know, being in the locker room and really communicating as well. I'm in great hands with these vets. I'm in great hands with this organization. And these guys are looking to come and work and win. Like I said, like Frisco, I appreciate the comment. First game, we're gonna beat them. And that goes for the IFL. I'm telling you, we gonna show up. And Tulsa, we're gonna definitely show up and we're gonna show out. Simple. And that's all I gotta say. I'm definitely going in, bringing that spark there. That spark for sure. That's what I plan on bringing. I definitely plan on bringing that spark, being there, and really just showing up when it's my time to shine.
I like it. Let's roll on some more questions. I got one more question for you, but I mean, they're throwing out some good questions in the audience right now. Let's see. Here's one from KJ again. What was your go-to spot back in H-Town, and do you have any new joints in Tulsa you like to frequent?
As far as in H-Town, coming out here, there is a few spots I love, honestly. There's a spot out here called LA Crawfish. I'm a big seafood guy. I do love my barbecue as well. But the crazy thing is my mom's a chef. So, like, yeah, as far
that's
as,
why
like,
you weigh 210, huh?
Yeah. As far as eating out and stuff, I definitely have some exclusive spots that I love. I got some hidden gems. There's a restaurant I'm not gonna lie, I've been going to since I was a kid. I want to shout out to them. It's Los Perez. It's definitely one of my favorite restaurants ever. Shout out to them because their food is amazing. But as far as H-Town spots, I definitely think you should try out Los Perez. In Tulsa, I haven't really been out there and tried no food, but I'm definitely looking for a burger joint. I know like the food up there is great as well, especially having a few combos with Coach Jones over there, you know. So he definitely putting me on with the food and all that. So, but I definitely want to find a good burger joint up there.
Yeah. That's crucial, man. It can't be too expensive, but it's got to be just right. You know,
Yes, sir.
You don't want the Five Guys prices all the time, but you want that level of food, you know. I can talk food all day with you, man.
I'll be here for it.
It's easy. It's natural. It's more natural than football, no doubt. All right. So Philip said, any superstitions you have about playing football? Things you always do, things you always try to avoid?
I say, as far as football goes, the superstitions, honestly, I feel like if you don't believe in what you can do and how you perform, if you really feed into what people are saying on the media, if you really don't have that spark for yourself, as in to show up every day, then I ain't gonna lie to you. Football, them superstitions and stuff, where you feel like, oh, he's finna have a bad game, that stuff happens for sure. I definitely believe in that because I definitely feel like you got to be consistent, and that just plays everywhere. Honestly, consistent. You got to be consistent in everything, and things where I try to avoid really. I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, I'm cute, but I don't really avoid anything because I gotta go out there and show up, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta show up every day. It's hard to answer that question. I'm just gonna be honest. I can't even answer. I show up every day. So things I try to avoid, I really I say them little ankle biters. I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing, the ankle biters. And that's them ankle biter tacklers, I ain't gonna lie, you know they small and they see me and they're like, oh, he not like the little scat backs no more. I'm at a disadvantage. So that's one thing I try to avoid. I definitely pick the knees up, step over them a little bit, but that's as far as it goes.
See, your definition of ankle biters and mine is way different. I'm thinking like some little chihuahuas or something. You're talking about some soldiers on the field.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like it's kind of different though. Like I really am a big bag, so it's like you see the lineman and then you like, whoa, like he moving fast too. So it's they definitely go for my ankles though. I'm not gonna lie. Like some people don't like seeing me head up, which it's understandable because at the end of the day I'm gonna bring it. I hope they bring it too, but that's definitely one thing. The ankle biters, and I'm gonna call them ankle biters because that's what they do. And until then, ankle biters are out there.
Let me ask you this question. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and take this off. How you feel about them banning the hip drop tackle? I mean, you being a big back, I'm sure that's a popular way to be taken down by some.
As far as the hip drop tackle, I definitely feel like it can prevent a lot of injuries, but at the same time, and I don't want to be one of those guys because I'm on the offensive side of the ball, but like that, we actually I feel like you should be taught to protect yourself with that hip drop. Because now, honestly, defense can't even play defense. And this coming from an offensive guy. And I feel like some of the hits these guys be taking are clean, legal hits. You know what I'm saying? They abided to the rules. It just looked bad. But that's why we play football. We got the equipment on. You know what I'm saying? What we do is a dangerous sport. It's literally point proven. Like, it's okay that, some people can't do this. But we are willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? And as far as that goes, I definitely believe in playing a fair game of football, benefiting both sides. So I'm just speaking as a football player right here. The hip drop tackle is actually, I feel like it does prevent injuries, but I feel like we still need to find a way to help the defense to be a defense. We do love football for the contact. We do. There is a safe way we can make contact. There are some clean legal hits that have been recently seen and talked about and I feel like it's just it's safe. It's safe for sure, but some people can't defend themselves. But some of them calls, they got to make sure it's football at the end of the day. Like, you got to be tough. It's not my fault that got 180. I got a 255 linebacker over here that's benching 425. You come across the middle and you get hit. You run through a wall, you know what I'm saying? So we play a dangerous sport, So at the end of the day, I hope people really do realize that. Like, at the end of the day, we are putting our lives out there. Like, we putting our safety out there in a good way. Like, it's protected, but it is a dangerous sport. At the end of the day, it is a contact sport. So.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just curious what you thought about the NFL action, just because you're a big back.
Yeah.
It'd be different if you were a little guy, but being a big guy, I mean, you got to be getting taken down like that at certain degrees. No way around
I
it.
kind of had to maneuver against that this year in the arena, and I kind of got my own little tactic, but it does prevent injuries. I can honestly say that. Like, man, like it's crazy seeing how some of these guys have went out to that, and it is that is definitely a good move for the NFL, I believe, and I definitely know that it'll benefit long term, but they still somehow, some way got to find a way to make defense fun again instead of, these wrap-up tackles look cool, but man, I ain't gonna lie, that need to see that boom. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's okay to be dominant. It's okay. You ain't gotta baby everybody, and I hated it. We a little soft. I'm sorry. Like, everything a little soft. Like, it's okay that I showed up or somebody else showed up. You got to get better. And I feel like everybody wants the little participation awards. You know what I'm saying? So we need the game to bring back the physicality. That's all I'm saying. Like, they need to understand, like, as much as everybody want to play this sport, this is a dangerous sport. You got to grind. You got to be consistent. It don't happen overnight. Nothing really happens overnight, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you really put in that work, it wouldn't be a problem. it wouldn't be a problem to grind. So as far as like, I really like blowout games now because those are rare to see. Everything's been kind of close, and I feel like as far as it goes, it's okay to look forward to being the best. It's okay to look forward to being number one. It's okay to look forward to really just doing your job. Like I'm a firm believer in, like, I ain't gonna lie, like I feel like everybody play the game safe. Like me personally, I want to run a score up. I do. I want to show up. That mean like you got to go get better. That mean there's you thought the gap was this big? No, it's this big. Like you got to go get better. I want to be the best. Like everybody has to have that mindset. And I do feel like the game is soft. I feel like the game a little soft right now because they rather win. You know what I'm saying? I like winning, but I like beating my opponent. Like I want my opponent to really just feel like, bro, there's just nothing we can do. Like that's the point. That's the competition. And people don't like to talk about competition because it's an uncomfortable conversation. But at the end of the day, somebody got to sit up here. Somebody's got to sit up here. So
makes sense, man. Makes sense. Now, I'm going to ask you, what's some of your goals for the future? And I know you do have a position now with a company, and feel free to plug it away. I'll try to pull something up on my end too. But yeah, go ahead, man.
I just became the marketing director over at NGBN TV. That's a man's mental TV network that will be dropping soon on January 29th. We are on Amazon Fire and Roku right now, and our mobile app will drop on the 29th. And the purpose of the man's network, as far as it goes, I can pull up a lot of statistics on man suicides, and oh yeah, there it goes right there. Like it has everything. We're looking to really just show the world that, you know, as far as it goes, men do have a safe place regardless. Like you have a resource. You know, if it does get a little dark for you and everything, you have a network, you have people there, you have a phone line, we have everything there, and we looking to grow and expand as well. We already at 4.1 million views, and our CEO, Mr. Ian, he's a great guy. Y'all got to hear his story. He's once again, he's a great guy, but everything's up and running right there, and you're definitely going to be hearing a lot more about us this year for sure. So that's one thing I'm really pushing. And as far as future goals as well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely trying to shatter some records in this IFL. I like to leave my name. I want to keep my story going, you know. So not only that, I do want to keep doing my little youth camps. I had one of my first youth camps, and shout out to all those kids, man. I still never forget them. I'm gonna make sure they know that, man. Like, and my camps will always be free. I always want people to know that. I don't want nobody to pay for anything. I want people to show up, be able to understand that your child is going to be able to grow. I want them to understand, like, even though I do play arena and all that, I'm a pro at the end of the day, and I want them to be able to feel like, yes, you can do this. Like, there's a way besides football as well. Like, I try to talk more about everything and football, but outside of life, I definitely push that positive image. Like, bro, it's okay to have good grades. It's okay to be that guy. Like, it's okay. It's okay to be positive. Like, there's nothing wrong with being too positive. I don't understand why somebody doing really good, everybody like, oh man, he doing good. Like they just, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't be that negative person. I feel like we need to start pushing more positive with all that, especially the way this generation is going. The up and coming generation is I feel like it's getting bad a little bit, but yeah, there it goes, man. Shout out to those kids. That's my boy Rashad as well. He plays in the arena. I had a great guy out there named Mr. Wallace Jones. He also has a nonprofit organization called Dragon Breath. He's starting up a basketball season. He's starting up a basketball season out of his own pocket for kids in the Willis area and the North Houston area. And I really hope like people understand, like he's a veteran, like doing this. Like, man, he's just doing that to kindness of his heart. And I ran into it with him, and we got it. We got our first camp out there, and I'm definitely looking forward to just having more of these and being able to just get those kids out there. Look, like,
that's awesome, dude. Seriously.
Look at that. Look at them.
You're working.
They know what they doing, man. Like, look at this.
Touch and go, baby. Touch and go.
Look at that. They know.
You don't see kids working like this much anymore, man.
Look, it start right there. I actually have one of those kids right now. He got selected to the FBU, like the all-star team, and he went out and balled out as well. But man, those kids are great, and I just know we can bring that back. I want that for everybody. I want that love for everybody to be able to just get up and know you can make an impact. You know,
yeah.
Regardless of what you're doing, you can make an impact, and it don't got to be towards football. It don't gotta. we all human at the end of the day. That's all I'm saying. I know it don't cost much to be a good human. It don't cost much to show love, and I'm gonna push it out there. I'm gonna push that positive out there as much as I can, especially for these kids and just for everybody. You know, I want the world to be a better place. I'm gonna do my part.
Agreed, man. That honestly, coming out of college, that's the way I felt 100%. And I pursued coaching. And this is what DeMarcus Cullors, he said, Billy, you need to coach later on in your career, bro. Sounds like you got good character, energy, and great communication. And this is what I said before we got on. I said, man, if things later in your life, coaching could be a good outlet for you depending on where you're at, just because, man, you could tell you really love it. And
Yes,
it's rare anymore. You don't find that love amongst a lot of people, and it's kind of problem. It's the biggest problem with our society right now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That coaches, that rough rider, that person who made you the best they are, it's not as prevalent now, unfortunately.
And also I want to give a shout out to all my coaches. I remember all my coaches. I literally have a list and names for all y'all. I just don't feel like putting your personal info out there because I can go through all that with y'all. But just know if y'all still up to tune me, which y'all all are, keep in contact with all my coaches. I'm very grateful for those coaches, not only just for making me who I am today, but just honestly, like the will to understand that like you didn't have to baby me, you didn't have to really like put me in a position to grow. Like you really made it easy for me to make this game a true opportunity, a true blessing to change people's lives. And I appreciate my coaches for really just installing off the field traits more than anything, because as much as they talked football, they also talked about really just being a good person, like being there for your teammate. And I'll never forget, like just really playing for the Lamar Hornets out here in Richmond, Texas. They are really, I ain't gonna lie, we was ranked at the time. Also the Fort Bend Express. And on that team with the Fort Bend Express, I did play with like CeeDee Lamb, Grant Del Pitt, Jalen Petrie. Shout out to those guys. Y'all know them guys already. Once again, shout out to those guys. Let them keep balling in the league. And there's more from that whole Fort Bend Express, but them organizations, them programs really installed in us, like, it's okay to really just go out there and be good, be a good human, be positive, like actually be passionate about stuff, actually be able to do your craft without doing any harm, without doing something crazy. You ain't got to look at somebody else and, compare yourself. You can really stay in your own lane, grind it out, support each other. It get a little dark, be there, support. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to, like I said, you ain't got to be in nobody's face. It's simple, just, hey, like, whatever you're going through, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. At the end of the day, you're gonna wake up, you get to be blessed, you know what I'm saying? And you get another opportunity to attack it. Oh yeah, I love this set right here, man. Look, that's physical right there. They don't like that. They don't like that right there.
I'm out of questions, so I wanted to play this before we got off. I'm going to delete the first recording we came in with, so I wanted to make sure we got this highlighted.
That's that special teams right there. I'm telling you, look, you got to love the game.
So that's why I really hit on return specialist as well, because I could see that you're proud of that, and you should be, man. That's a rare skill.
Yeah. Kickoff return. Look, okay. The thing I love about special teams, it starts and ends the game, really, if you want the truth. So that kickoff, that sets the tone, man. You gotta love it. Like when everybody's fired up, the crowd is up. Also, I do stand up defensive ends. I don't do no chop blocking. Shout out to the IFL. Hope y'all know that. So yeah, look, I ain't gonna lie, I come with it. I ain't scared of none of that. You gotta come with it, man. If you gonna sit down and wait on me, you just gotta meet me there. You gotta meet me there. I'm gonna be a team player. Look, contact. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. And this right here, once again, like I was blessed to play in that conference right there. Those are some dogs for real. Everybody on this film right here are dogs. Shout out to HPU. Great school. I don't care what y'all say about D3s and all that. Everybody can ball. I hope people realize that you can ball. If you can ball, they're gonna come find you.
Yep.
They will come find you for sure. So just stay positive, stay focused, keep doing your thing, keep going, keep chasing your dream. Don't let somebody else's limitations stop you. You got your own story to share. You got your own light to shine. Y'all gotta let it shine. Don't just stop because somebody said something. Everybody gonna say something. You can literally go on media and find something about your favorite player. Literally, like you can find something about your favorite player. Somebody gonna say something negative, but your favorite player go out there and be your favorite player.
Always gonna be haters, man. That's what I always say. Anybody I talk to, always, no matter what you do. Overtime Underdog said 6 linemen lame blocks like that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. As much as people look at the quarterbacks and receivers, man, I look at the trenches. I'm a big fan of the trenches.
Same.
And nobody understands how it is to move a 300-pound man. So, like, I'm definitely gonna listen and learn how to use my hands. That's all I'm gonna say. If you constantly, you gotta understand, we grown men playing football and little kids, like you basically moving a whole human to where you want him to go. So honestly, all the O-line, shout out to y'all, everybody in the trenches, O-line, D-line. The game don't start with y'all. I hope y'all know y'all get y'all flowers too. That's one thing for sure. I hope them guys in the trenches know, like, the game of football just, man, it start with the trenches. It start with the big guys. They better get their flowers too. So as much as y'all see your favorite superstar, man, y'all better show them big guys some love too, man. I don't care if you buy them some wings, some pizza or something. You better show them some love. That's all I'm gonna say. So
that's crucial. They got to be there, and a lot of people, they don't understand that unless they really get plugged into the game. You can see any team that has a bad line, and I mean, it's pretty obvious pretty quickly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know. I was a lineman in my high school days, and I was all state and all that, but I didn't go play college. And I mean, it wasn't because necessarily I was too small, but I wasn't big enough, in my opinion. Some of these guys were, 350, 6'6".
Man,
I was 5'10", 250, 280, something like that.
It's getting crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's getting crazy. Like, I actually seen a 6'7", 315 nose guard. But hold on, like, I'm the hands,
fast, quick,
the movement, and I'm like, wait a minute, like, he just in the middle of the field. Like, that's not safe. I don't remember his name, but I do remember watching him, and he's out there he's actually like in deeper Houston. He's in the high school right now as well.
Gotcha.
Also seen a linebacker as well, so I hope those cats, like, really continue the game of physicality of football. Like, man, like, I really want people to understand, like, you got to want to be the best.
Yeah.
You got to want to be the best.
Whether you're
settling.
running,
you got to go
blocking,
after it.
Tackling, whatever.
And
anything,
you got to show up. And that goes for as in life, like, just in general. If you show up, if you just be consistent, that's the big thing I've been in my life right now, consistency. I just know if I've been consistent all my life, and I just keep going up and up. So I definitely feel like you got to push that consistency,
Yep.
show up. You got to show up. There's days you ain't going to want to show up, and I just know, like, if your name getting called on and you that guy and you want to be that guy, it don't matter what time it is, you got to show up. And that's something from my role model, Kobe did. You know what I'm saying? Torn Achilles and all. Quick 60 points before he left.
Yep.
That's all I can say. Quick 60. He wasn't just going to leave with no little 20, 30. No, we know Kobe. Kobe going to show up every day, all the time. He going to go out there and ball. You put the ball in his hands, he going to give you a bucket. So and that mindset, I'm telling you, like, being number one, I want to be that guy. I'm not just here to just say that. I'm letting people know, like, man, like, it's okay to go after that. It's okay to want to be number one. I don't just want to be there. I don't just want to be I want to be number one. I'm telling people, like, yes, I want to be number one. So when it does happen, if you do see that happen, like, it's me. Like, yes, I told you, like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it ain't nothing crazy. I'm just very confident in myself, which we all should be.
Yep.
So that's all.
The consistency. At this point, if you're consistent doing anything you're doing, you have standards, you're showing up. That's a certain way of being authentic that has kind of died from the world. So it really shines when people see you showing up and doing what you're supposed to every day, regardless of fame, fortune, or whatever. It speaks volumes on somebody's personality.
Yes, sir.
Justin Kelm said, "Hey, Billy Reagins, I'm about to text you. LOL."
No, he's my guy. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out Justin, man. Justin's all around football. Like, if you a football guru, I ain't gonna lie, you got to talk to Justin. Justin is he's that guy. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna sugarcoat him. He know everybody. He definitely do. He's a great guy. I hope everybody give him his flowers as well. He definitely keeps people updated on any league, all sports and everything. Like, you even need to know something little, like, as far as, like, somebody not wearing their favorite cleat, he probably got info on it. So shout out to Justin, man. So I appreciate him tuning in as well.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Justin. Seriously. Thank you. But man, that wraps it up for me. We got on here a little longer than I thought, which is all right. We had a good productive conversation.
Yes, sir.
But that wraps it up for me on my end. Is there anything you want to plug or say before you hop off there?
I just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. Thankful for the questions. I hope you all continue to really just know, like, it's okay to just show up, and it's okay to really want to be number one, be positive. Like, it's okay, Don't fall into the negative. Don't be a follower. It's okay to be authentic,
Yep.
Like you said, be authentic. Yep. You got to be out there and stand your ground. When people fall into the crowd, it's okay to stand out. It's okay to keep doing a good thing, keep doing the right thing. And eventually that negative thing that everybody falling into, they're going to look for a way out, trust me. And when they see you showing up, being consistent every day, it's going to speak volumes. You ain't got to say nothing at that point. You really don't.
I feel that 100%.
And other than that, I just keep faith. Just everybody keep faith. Like, make sure you at some time find some peace for yourself to keep going, Make sure you got this. And life is getting hard, and I understand if you feel like life getting hard for you, but I want you to know I'm pulling for you to make it to the next day. I'm pulling to see you some type of way. I'm pulling to see you just get that blessing you need, that smile, that extra kick you need to get through the day, son. And shout out to everybody supporting me. Shout out to the IFL. Shout out to the CIF. Shout out to Southwest Kansas. Shout out to everybody up to this journey. And I want y'all to know there's more to come. Really looking forward to getting back to those kids at the camps, keeping those going. And just look forward in the future to really coming along the journey and helping me change the world. That's what I'm going to say, because I want to change the world. I want to leave that positive impact. And NGBN TV is a great way to show that as well. Shout out to all men, you know what I'm saying? Once again, you do have a network to go to, and you do have a place to go to focusing on man's mental health. But not only that, that goes for everybody. Like, everybody, there's a network out there that's pushing straight positive energy. And I want y'all to be able to know, like, it's okay. Like, I promise you, as much as negative goes on, you don't got to feed into it. You don't got to give it that attention. And shout out to Matt right here. Look, y'all give him his flowers as well. Look, thank you for bringing me on. And
appreciate you, bro.
Thank you as well. And just shout out to everybody once again. And I hope everybody continue to just keep moving forward. That's all I got to say.
Hey, man, keep being inspirational. Keep doing what you're doing. Seriously, God's going to bless you. And we're looking out over here for you as well. If you need anything from me, reach out. But, man, I look forward to March 22nd, dude. I'll be contacting you before just to check in, no doubt.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate everything.
I appreciate you, Billy. Take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed night.
You as well. Goodbye. All right. Wrapping it up. We ended up getting it done anyway. So I'm going to go back and delete that first live if you guys did catch that. Just unfortunate. Sometimes tech is going to mess up. Not really much we can do about it. We just got to go and work with it. Worked out well, though. Great interview. I would say he's probably one of the best, most inspirational guys I've interviewed to date. I mean, I really look forward to what he's going to do on the field, as well as just being a good teammate and player, for the coaches and the team. I think he's going to be able to really change the locker room with his attitudes, his inspiration, and just being positive, But every conversation I've had with him has been positive so far. Nothing negative. Really, really good interaction. So good luck, Billy, man. We'll be watching you. We'll be waiting, seeing what you do, my friend. It's unfortunate you're in Tulsa. I wish you were closer to me so I could watch a little more, but I'm going to definitely try to make a game you're at. But thanks again for coming on. So in terms of next show, like I said on the previous live, Mike Mitchell is going to join us Tuesday, January 30th, 7:30 p.m. CST. Come check us out. We're going to talk some UFL news and talk about some developments. Hey, we're out of the rumor mill finally. And with the exception of the schedule, we have a lot of data to cover with the UFL. We got real things to talk about. So look forward to that show. And it will be the official UFL Insiders show, the first one of the series. Switching things up. We've already done this, yada, yada. So we'll see how it goes, but I look forward to it. This talk series is pretty good too. Expect at least 2 of these a month. I won't say every week because sometimes I have stuff going, but the next one I'm going to make sure before I hop off, is with Sharon Rogers. And it is going to be on February 8th at 7:30 p.m. CST. So that's 2 weeks from now. So check us out. We'll be back. Different show. Like I said, this Tuesday is the UFL Insiders with Mike Mitchell. If you did watch, thanks for being patient. Thanks for letting me work through the errors. If you picked it up afterwards, good job on not getting that. But it happens, and he had a little bit of issues connecting, and that's just the way it goes. If you guys have anybody that you want to be interviewed or reach out. Don't be shy. We are pretty busy over here, but I really try to go and answer messages and talk to people and interact because that's all we are as fans as well. We're just taking it to another degree. Did I miss? Oh, thank you to the Gridiron crew. I appreciate you getting the interview on here. I look forward to working with you guys. We'll definitely be featuring a lot of their athletes as we go in the interview series. So check that out. Should be some good ones coming out, a whole range of different athletic abilities and people that play across different leagues. So that should be good. Thank you, UFL board. As always, great partners, great stuff. We partner up, and I share their content on my website. To actually get to their content, you have to click a link and go to their site. So it all works out. Everybody kind of gets the views and clicks and likes, but it's going well. The Alternative Football Network has really taken off. We've got a lot of partners. We've got a lot of contributors. Like I said in the last recording, we should have some riders rolling very soon. We have a crew of riders that we have, and we're just kind of working out the details now, but we should have some originals rolling very, very soon. This makes me excited for two reasons. Original works are always better. We're not going to be regurgitating the same old crap over and over again. And two, this should make some good talking points for the show, the UFL Insiders at least. It's going to allow us to really hit on some topics and have discussion, as well as just see different points of view. Really what I'm going to try to do with this UFL Insiders, there's going to be insiders involved, from all across the realm, whether it's Mike Mitchell or somebody that follows the team from home that keeps up with stats, that's knowing what they're doing. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not going to have anybody who's not taking this serious or really being for real about this on, but I look to everyone at this point to kind of get this thing off the ground. Hopefully when we meet up Tuesday, we have the schedule. That'll be awesome, but we'll see what happens. I need to make some plans. I know a lot of you guys do as well. But that's about it for me, guys. It's been a good time. Check out Billy. I'll share everything in the notes if you haven't seen his Twitters and such, his socials, but I'll share it on the notes. Easy click, and you can find him. Check out the Tulsa Oilers this season as well. Should be a good team to watch. That's it for me, guys. It's been a good time as always, but now I'm officially out for real this time. For real. Bye-bye.
Go hard, go home, go hard, go hard, go home, go hard, go hard, go hard, go home. Touchdown like an end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone.